Raoul Pal is still very pro-Bitcoin, according to a string of tweets that the Real Vision CEO recently posted on his Twitter account. In his tweets, Pal states that, unlike most other risk assets, Bitcoin's long-term trend is exponential. Though the economist and investment strategist still prefers Ethereum to Bitcoin, he urges investors to look away from the noise and focus on the long-term trend of the world's biggest cryptocurrency. This video contains two important parts. The first part focuses on Raoul Pal's tweet about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Luna. The other part focuses on a very important announcement from Bitcoin on-chain analyst Willy Woo. If you like the video, please smash the like button and drop your comments below. We appreciate your continued support. Enjoy the video. Raoul Pal is the CEO and co-founder of Real Vision, Pal's financial media brand, which hails itself as the Netflix of finance with the aim of democratizing financial education. Earlier this year, Pal revealed that he owns one Bitcoin after swapping his previous Bitcoin holdings for Ethereum. He explained that he chose Ethereum because of the asset's many use cases. From Web3 to the metaverse and NFT, Pal believes Ethereum will be the currency of the future of the internet. In a recent tweet, Pal seems to be going slightly out of character, choosing to instead talk about the opportunities for investors who buy and hold Bitcoin. Pal writes, "Bitcoin is correlated with risk in the short term. Of course it does. It's an asset, and they all do. It is subject to short-term liquidity and behavior, but its long-term trend is exponential, unlike most other risk assets. I don't know why people struggle with this noise." The noise Raoul Pal refers to in his tweet will be the choppy price movement of Bitcoin since late last year. Since December 2021, Bitcoin has been having bouts of upswings and downswings without making any headway. The past few weeks have also been marked by short squeezes, unexpected price rises that force short sellers to exit their positions. As of Friday, Bitcoin was trading for just over $39,000 after trading above the $40,000 support level for most of Wednesday and Thursday. The coin has also briefly traded in the mid-$40,000 region thrice in 2022, but nothing has stuck. Pal also has similar views on Ethereum, according to one of his replies to comments under his original Bitcoin tweet. When a Twitter user inquires about his thoughts on Ethereum, he writes, saying just a bit further out the risk curve, but only just. Many of the comments under Pal's tweet also wanted to know if he has decided to switch to Bitcoin instead of Ethereum, but the economist assures them that Ethereum is still his first choice. He once again announces that he only owns one or two Bitcoin and Ethereum makes up a large portion of his portfolio. Pal also assures his followers that he is still 100% long crypto. Whether it is Ethereum, Bitcoin, or Luna, which Pal describes as good in another reply, the Real Vision boss sees a lot of potential in the cryptocurrency space. Speaking of cryptocurrency and financial education, it would seem as if we have come to the end of a phase. Bitcoin on-chain analyst Willy Woo had some very important information for the subscribers of his Bitcoin forecast and the general crypto community on Thursday. Willy Woo is discontinuing the newsletter, which he started 1 year and 4 months ago. According to Willy Woo, the Bitcoin forecast made millions of dollars with almost 10,000 subscribers. Despite the great reception, Wood has decided to stop the forecast because the maturing of the Bitcoin market means it is increasingly difficult to reliably forecast future price action. If Willy Woo's words are anything to go by, we are definitely at the end of a phase. Many analysts, including Willy Woo, Plan B, and Raoul Pal, were very vocal about their predictions for top cryptocurrencies last year and before that. After those predictions failed and the insane backlash they received, they have become very guarded about predictions. Here is Willy Woo's full notice to subscribers and followers. Important, the Bitcoin forecast will be coming to an end. This letter, number 50, marks 1 year and 4 months of the Bitcoin forecast. In this time, it has grown into the most popular paid market intelligence newsletter for Bitcoin. I initially launched it as a 1-year experiment with the idea to help retail investors navigate the 2021 bull market. This was something many of my followers had asked for. This letter and my work in the industry has always been for retail investors. Bitcoin's core value is decentralization, and this letter was here to close the gap of information asymmetry between institutions and everyday people. The reception was beyond my expectation, with revenue growing into multi-millions. We nearly topped 10,000 paid subscribers, enough that Substack added Bitcoin payments to its platform, which I am very grateful for. The law of life is that everything changes, and I believe now is the time to begin sunsetting this letter. My reasons are below. The maturing of the Bitcoin market means it is increasingly difficult to reliably forecast future price action. This was always going to happen, and I think it is at a point where the value proposition of this letter is now much less than when it started. I will always value the integrity of my work over revenue. Bandwidth. I'll be launching new projects this year, and I would prefer to do a few things well other than to dilute my efforts by doing too many things badly. Much of what I am working on will serve retail investors in a broader way than this newsletter can achieve. This coming week, we will no longer be taking on new subscriptions and renewals will end. I will continue to write for the coming months. Consider this a 3-month notice that this letter will be sunsetted. As for the road ahead, comments are open. Many have suggested other ways to continue the community. Regardless, thank you for being part of this journey. In another tweet, Woo writes, "On the bright side, I look forward to posting analysis on Twitter again. My subscribers didn't like it when I posted my analysis publicly. One important thing to note about Woo's notice is that he believes the Bitcoin market is maturing and would become more difficult to predict. A Twitter user asks who would give more explanations about this, and he replies, because a mature market becomes increasingly efficient at pricing in the available data as more money is at stake. Further, on-chain analysis is only a subset of the full complexity. For example, what if an institution buys and moves Bitcoin into a custody provider and then gets lines of credit to short futures for a cash and carry trade? It nets out at zero, but on-chain analysis says hodlers are buying. First, it was Plan B throwing in the towel on his floor model. Now, Willy Woo seems to have lost faith in the effectiveness of on-chain analysis for price predictions. Say anything you want about these people, but it takes a lot of guts to admit that something you believe in is no longer of value. This is certainly not the last we have seen of Willy Woo, and we can't wait for other things he has to offer retail investors in the space. What do you think about Raoul Pal's tweet and the maturing Bitcoin market? Are things going to become less exciting in the crypto space? Please drop your answers in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video. Remember to support us by liking the video and dropping your comments and thoughts in the description box below. Till our next video, stay savvy.